Weight featuring Stephen Smith warming up tonight for a long-awaited British title shot, which is coming shortly against Bobby Vanzie. So Smith just needs to get through this job.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next contest is a contest of 4 rounds, each of 3 minutes duration. A lightweight contest presenting in the blue corner, weighing 9 stone, 12 3/4 pounds, wearing the black trunks in his 15th professional fight from Northampton, David Kehoe. His opponent in the red corner, weighed in at 9 stone, 11 pounds. It is 23rd professional fight, having won all 23, 15 by way of knockout, wearing the black shorts with the white trim from Kentish Town, London, Stephen Smith. Your referee for the contest, Mr. Marcus MacDonald of Woodford in Essex. Thank you.
Big date coming up soon for Stephen Smith against Bobby Vanzie when he challenges for the British and Commonwealth lightweight titles. That's on November the 29th. He wanted to fight Vanzie tonight. Instead, he warms up for it against David Kehoe of Northampton, a 26-year-old who has lost more than he's won so far and is caught by a left hand straight away from Steve Smith, who is something of a pin-up in North London. A lot of his fans are female, and plenty of them at ringside usually too. This might be a little bit too deep for Kehoe, but let's see. In racing terms, he's got something to prove on the book here. A novice being pitched in with a guy who's being groomed for a classic. Smith's the one with the white tassels on the trunks, if you're not sure of the identification, and the boxes are unfamiliar to you, as they might well be. Warning for Kehoe early on for his untidy work. Smith unbeaten in 23 fights so far, 15 wins by knockouts. Looked a very good technician, not a big puncher, but quite knowing.
Smith's a good fighter. These are difficult ones just before he's going to move up in class. This is the fight before the big one, and he obviously wants to look good, just making a little few mistakes, getting tagged a bit as he comes in.
Smith wrestled to the floor, no knockdown, and Kehoe trying to unsettle the normally quite smooth rhythm of Smith, and sometimes not quite in tune with the Queensberry rules as he does so, and incurring the displeasure of referee Marcus MacDonald. A lot of holding going on, and that's the second time I've warned you, says the referee to him. He's definitely trying a few things.
Yes, he is. There's a blatant low blow in there. He did it on the blind side of the referee as well. So I think he is under all, as though has come out here with the intention of unsettling Stephen Smith, and it's whether he can do that. Smith obviously a big favourite here.
There's a fascinating division in Britain, headed by Billy Schwer, whose world title opportunity against Stevie Johnson comes up in December. On home territory, we think and hope, anyway. Looks that way at the moment. Shot round the back of the head this time from Kehoe. Also Colin Dunn, who holds a version of a world title at this weight for Britain. Bobby Vanzie, who fights Smith soon. Oh, and the head going in as well there. Now he could be in very serious trouble here. There's a point deducted here for Kehoe, and he can't complain about that, because the referee has almost had to give him the Gettysburg Address in this first round.
Well, he's obviously aware of the rules, Kehoe, but has just decided to disregard all of them.
And the bell goes just as Marcus McDonald was about to have yet another word with David Kehoe. You better clean it up, he tells the corner, otherwise I'm going to throw you out of there. That has to be a possibility, doesn't it, that Kehoe's going to get disqualified here?
Well, I think that's a definite. He's already took a point. I would think, really, if there's any more blatant infringements, he's going to be thrown out. Look at this low blow. He turns them round and then, I mean, you know, that was on purpose. You know, he meant that.
Yeah, the head,
another angle here. He's hitting the body, and then he just waits till the referee's out of the way, and then that one goes well south. And this is, look at this, on the back of the head, has his hole in with the arm, and that's the point deduction.
And there it is. David Kehoe, a matchroom fighter, the Barry Hearn camp. He's on a run of 4 straight defeats. In Mayfield, he needs to do anything he can to try to unsettle the normally smooth, but not tonight, Stephen Smith. Smith looking a little bit anxious somehow. And a bit open too. Looks wild, doesn't he, for him?
Yes, he seems as if he has something to prove. I don't know if there's a little bit of bad feeling between these two. If there isn't, I think there may well be now.
He's in no kind of trouble. Smith is caught by a jab there. His defense not looking as good as it usually does.
Now, I think he's trying a bit too hard. I think he has been unsettled, and now, you know, he wants to make a little bit of a point of it. This fight has been cut down in distance, and I think he's trying to speed everything up, you know, a little bit to his detriment.
Yeah, we're scheduled for 6 rounds, but it's only 4 rounds they're fighting now. Smith keen to impress the TV audience and advertise his claims for that British lightweight title fight, but if we're honest with you, doing anything but so far.
Well, he's struggling against this really rough and aggressive style of Kehoe.
But Kehoe's a fighter who hasn't won for a year.
Well, he needs to relax a little bit, Stephen Smith, looking to pick his punches more. Being dragged into something of a street fight here.
Well, give some credit to Kehoe. He might have been fighting dirty in the first round, but he's doing the best he knows how against an opponent of, well, on paper, superior quality. That's better, using the jab this time. Smith. Smith is the son of the trainer Darky Smith, one of the characters of the business. Spent most of his early career in Germany. Now there's head work here, and he's out of it. He's out of it. Kehoe is disqualified. It is over. Stephen Smith wins in the most unsatisfactory fashion, and David Kehoe is disqualified. He was ramming the head in the corner, and he's paid the penalty.
Well, he really set out with what looks like trying to get himself thrown out. It really was a bad split. Second round, he started to land with some decent body punches, but I mean, he really just threw it away with that sort of work.
Well, some people are chanting for him behind us at ringside. That goodness knows why. It's the first time I've ever heard that for a fighter who's just been disqualified. Well, that is ridiculous. He looks as if he's feeling a bit of grief, but I don't think he can complain, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, the result by means of disqualification to Kehoe, your winner, Smith.
But it's not a night that he'll remember with much fondness, Stephen Smith. because although he won by disqualification, he didn't look good there, did he, in his last fight before fighting for the British title?
No, he didn't, but I think you can really overrule that. I don't think it was a good performance. So we'd just be glad to get that one out of the way. Kehoe just come out here to unsettle him.
It was the Vanzie supporters who were cheering for Kehoe. Bobby Vanzie is also on this bill tonight.
Yes, well, you wouldn't look too smart either, Ian Dark, if there was somebody doing to you what Stephen Smith tonight, even at your advanced age. Did you have one of those in your career?
I had a few of them. I had a few of them. No, I just thought that Kehoe he's a strong big fella. His record belies his ability. He's actually better than that. And he was over anxious tonight. I feel a bit sorry for him because I saw him at the back of the arena and he was geeing himself up saying, I can win, I can win, I can turn my career around. And I think he just got too over anxious, too excited, and he infringed the rule too many times. And referee Marcus McDonald done the right thing. He blatantly fouled him on 2 or 3 occasions, and he said, get out, you're out.
There is a serious concern for the likes of a Stephen Smith with a big date against Bobby Vanzie, the biggest fight of his career coming up. And with no disrespect to Kehoe, why should a journeyman be allowed to stop him and foul him and perhaps mar his career?
Well, that's precisely what the bottom line. Marcus McDonald knows this stuff. He said, look, I'm going to give this guy an important fight. These guys have all of this in mind. That's why he's a class referee. He's coming through and he done the right thing. I do feel sorry for Kehoe, but I have to say, I did think Smith didn't look great under pressure. A few times he was hitting, he didn't look very well, looked a bit shaky. So maybe Bobby Vanzie was pretty happy with that performance tonight from Smith. He'll be encouraged by it, no doubt about that.